Hi, in this video I'm going to introduce you to editing a website using Divi. So we are on a WordPress website. We have already installed Divi on this site. So let's begin by just going to the site itself, having logged in. So here's the website, and we have installed a basic Divi template here. So let's begin by editing the home page. So I click Enable Visual Builder. I won't take the tour this time around. So now we can scroll down and edit different parts of it. Now, one thing that is maybe the most challenging with Divi is to understand that there are different layers. So we've got here a purple box. So when I hover over it, there's purple here with options. This covers the whole area marked in the purple rectangle. So purple is used for whole sections. There's also blue that's used for whole sections in a similar way. Here's a blue. The purple is for full width sections, and the blue is not necessarily for full width sections, but sometimes it is. So that introduces you to these sections. So I can click to edit the settings. I can then edit the background, change the background color, or the background image in this case. I can look into the design, and there's various features here like a shadow or not, dividers above and below. I can edit the sizing of it. So there's a lot of different options in here that can be really useful to play with. Having edited those options, we'll now want to look at the area here where we've got text appearing on this layer. So the purple covers the layer where we've got this picture in the background. And then we've got this grey box, which is where the text is edited. I can click directly on the text to edit, but I prefer to click on these cogs in order to get the full settings coming up. So here's our title. If I don't want a title, I can delete it and it won't appear at all on the website. I can add a subtitle. I can add a button, for example, read more, and then I can choose here whether it's to link to a page, to different aspects of the site. Or actually, to be more correct, this can automatically fill in the title of a page, but it can also be the link to a page. So I'll then choose the link that would appear right here. And I click on the settings, and I can choose the page title, and so on. I can add media, which will put in a picture here. I'll add in text and use these controls to edit the text as I need to. Down here in the images section, I can define images that go in set positions. So a logo image, for example, can be really, really useful. So I'll then choose a picture from my computer or from the library that is uploaded already. So in this case, we've got a logo right here. I click upload, and here's our logo appearing just right there. Now, if I'm not happy with the logo settings, I can click on the cogwheel. That just shows me the logo itself. I could change it to a different picture, but for more settings, I go into design, I go to the image, and I can choose the styles, the border width, where to shown, how to shown, and so on. So I've got a lot of options here that I can play with. For example, I can make it almost invisible or make it fully visible. I can blur the image or make it visible. So there's a lot of options to play with here. I can add a header image. So there'll be an image again at the top. So I click upload, and it appears right here. Again, I can delete it if I want to by clicking there. Here I define the links. So if I want the button that I made earlier to link to a page, I'll then click here. I'll choose for it to be to a page link, and so I can choose any page on the website, and it will then link to that page. So that's how to edit this text section. We can go down to the next area and we can edit the text that's here, get a free quote, image and icon, etc. I could change the overall settings that I used here by clicking the cogwheels here, and it will tell me about the sizing, the width, and so on. Going down further, here we've got these boxes, and they are inside a green panel. So here you could change the column structure by clicking here, and you could choose it then to be 3 boxes, or perhaps 4 boxes, or perhaps just 2 boxes. Let's put it back to 3 the way it was. You can also click in on the cogwheel settings, and you can choose a number of settings for these rows. You can choose under visibility on advanced whether or not to show this on a mobile phone screen. So perhaps the content here doesn't fit on a mobile phone, so you click disable on a phone. So that gives you an idea of what you can do with columns. And again, you click in to any setting to add a link, etc. So that's how you can work on and edit this section. Let's say that you're really happy with this section, but you want a few more boxes. What you can do is you click on this duplicate row, and they'll duplicate all of these straight away for you. So I click there, and now we've got double up. Or I can say I just want this individual one here, so I duplicate that module, and now I've got 2 of them right here to work with. Here's a video aspect, so let's see where it says video or MP4 file, and I can then choose a video, insert from URL, and type in the URL, which will be from a YouTube or Vimeo link. Here's the testimonial section. Now you can add a new section, so perhaps you want to have some plain text here at the top. So I'll then click the plus button, and here you could choose a number of different options. The easiest one to use is a blurb. So a blurb will have a picture at the top, a title, and some text. Now you don't have to have the title, so you can remove the title, for example, or you can have a title there. You can choose to have an image or no image at all. Of course you can then add your own text. Now you might want it to be a bit wider than what we've got right here, so you can see it only fills about 50% of the screen. Let's go back to the module settings, go to design, choose the body text. We can choose how to align it. We can choose the text size. But here under sizing, we can choose how wide it is to be, so that can make it wider and wider and wider and wider and wider as we need to. So that's how you can edit the settings that are there and add new boxes. Let's see what other boxes we can add. We can add a button, so like a call to action button. So a button is more just straight to the point, like this, home. Or a call to action is a bit more involved. So let's have a look at the call to action. Call to action, here we go. So it really stands out, and you can add your button and your text. You link it to page. There we go. And now it says click here. And if you don't really like the color, which I don't blame you, you can then go over to the settings and look for it. Sometimes easier to find other times, but let's see what we can find. Background. Here we go. Background. Let's change it to a different color, or perhaps let's upload an image that can be as a background. In this case, I'll choose one that's already here. There we go. So that might look better or worse, depending what you prefer. So that's a bit of an introduction to it. Let's just see anything else we can add while we're here. You can add a contact form, which is really, really useful. You can add a gallery. I can guide you through in separate videos how to add galleries and images and so on, but most of it is fairly straightforward, but at times you might need a bit of guidance for the best results. So I hope this gives you a very comprehensive introduction to using Divi on your website. And once you're done, you can click on this purple button down here, and you can then save the work you've done, or simply click Exit Visual Builder and leave the page. It will ask you if you want to save or not, and you decide what you want to do.